Boredom, so often dismissed as a trivial feeling, is actually a window into the deeper workings of our minds. Why do we get bored so quickly, especially with things we once found exciting? To answer this, we need to look at the psychology behind losing interest and what boredom is really trying to tell us. When we start something new, it's as if our brains are lighting up with possibility. The unfamiliar feels like adventure. Whether it's picking up a musical instrument, enrolling in a new class, or simply trying a different hobby, our minds crave novelty. This craving is rooted in biology. Dopamine, the brain's reward chemical, surges when we encounter new experiences. It's our built-in motivator, encouraging us to explore, learn, and grow. But novelty, by definition, doesn't last. As the unfamiliar becomes familiar, the dopamine rush fades. The activity that once felt exhilarating starts to feel routine, and our attention drifts. This transition from excitement to monotony is a natural process. It isn't a flaw in our character. It's how our brains are programmed to respond to repeated stimuli. Modern life makes this cycle even more pronounced. We are surrounded by endless sources of stimulation: social media feeds, streaming services, and instant messaging. When something becomes repetitive or predictable, it's easier than ever to seek out something new. Our tolerance for monotony has shrunk, and our expectation for constant excitement has grown. This makes it harder to persist when the dopamine wears off and the routine sets in. However, boredom isn't just about the absence of stimulation. It's also about what repetition demands from us. Mastery, whether in sports, music, or any skill, requires enduring long periods of practice that can feel tedious. The greatest achievements are built on hours, months, even years of repetitive effort. But few people talk about the grind. We celebrate the breakthrough, not the process. Part of the reason we lose interest is psychological discomfort. Monotony can feel empty, even scary. When we are left alone with repetitive tasks, we may confront doubts about our abilities, fears of failure, or the uncomfortable sense of limitation. Boredom can be a mask for deeper emotional struggles: anxieties about whether we're good enough, worries about wasting time, or resistance to the slow pace of genuine growth. There's also a paradox at play. Many people report feeling most alive when they're challenged. When things are too easy or predictable, there's a sense of emptiness. Struggle gives us a sense of purpose and meaning. It's not that we love suffering, it's that effort brings a sense of accomplishment. When the challenge disappears and routine takes over, we can feel adrift, searching for something to reignite that spark. So, how do we break the cycle of boredom and lost interest? The first step is understanding that boredom is not a sign of failure or a lack of passion. It's a signal that the journey has shifted from excitement into the territory where real growth happens. Instead of quitting, we can reframe repetition as the training ground for mastery. Every time we push through boredom, we build resilience and skill. Injecting small doses of novelty into routine can help. Try changing the order of your workout, learning a new song on your instrument, or adding a twist to a familiar recipe. These tiny variations can refresh your motivation while keeping you on the path of steady improvement. Most importantly, accept that boredom is part of the process. Growth isn't always exciting, and transformation often happens quietly, beneath the surface. If you stay with the process, if you learn to sit with the discomfort of monotony, you may find that what once felt dull becomes the foundation of your greatest strengths. Boredom is not the end of your journey, it's a doorway. If you cross it, you might discover that persistence through routine leads to mastery, fulfillment, and a deeper sense of self than novelty ever could.